Well, here we go, man. Thanks for jumping in. You're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing at 4:30 on a Thursday night. Well, I'll tell you all about it in a minute. But I I threw something on my social media, post on my social media, and it got the response. It got a response I was not thinking it was going to get, and it was pretty cool. We'll get into that in a second. But before we do that, just a quick housekeeping. This is one of two different types of episodes that I do. They're about 10, 15 minutes long. I ran about whatever's in my heart, my mind, spitting this mic, no notes. And here we go. We're off and running. On opposite weeks, I got 60 to 90-minute long ones. And I got a guest or two on. And both types of episodes, the topics range drastically on top and within the episode. And it's like conversation. It goes all in different directions. And I love it. 60 to 90-minute ones, I love it because people are talking to me about what sets their fucking soul on fire. And to give you an idea, the latest episode out is Jay, and it still is, a legend in the music business in the 60s or in the 70s and 80s in New York City, and worked with people like Kiss and Aerosmith. The guy is a well of knowledge, and he loves what he does. Also, coming up is the Biking Viking. This dude took a bicycle from the northern part of Alaska to the southern part of South America. Whoo, that's a good episode. That guy's a lot of fun. And of course, I can't go anywhere without giving a shout out. I'm going to keep these really short because I like to keep this episode short. Is three companies that I use on the regular and have been for a long time. They're local companies. They do a lot of great things for the community, and I'm glad to be part of that community and honored. And I would love for you to check them out. First up is Composure. Then we got Live Rishi, high quality CBD product. And we got Craig over at High Speed Daddy, and they make adventure gear for parenting and just in general. If you don't have kids, it doesn't matter. The gear is amazing. Everything you need to know about, links are in the show notes. Make sure you give them shit for me while you're over there. Everything you need to know wants to know about the show is at the website, brawpodcast.com. Hit it up from there. All right, man, let's get into this. So, but like I said, I put up this social media post, and it went like this. I said no notes, but I got to look at this one. It says, show me a picture where you were completely happy this year, where nothing else mattered in the moment. And I got to tell you, the response I got was phenomenal. It was insane. Flooded pictures. And 99% of the responses were friends and family. I didn't want any notes. Just throw up a picture. And the reason I like this is because if you've been following me for a long time, if not, check it out. I put up posts it's called 1,000 words about my day, evening, etc., whatever I'm doing. Most of the time it's about my son and I. You don't see my wife in there much because per her request, she likes to keep that at a minimum. So of course I respect that. But going back to these pictures, it was incredible. And it reinforces what's really important. Is your car, your career. I could quote all sorts of shit about this stuff, but I'm not going to waste your time on that because we've all heard it before. But when you're hanging out with friends on the deck and I could give you unlimited scenarios. Am I happy? Where am I? Am I happy at work? Of course, I like my job. If I didn't like my job and I was unhappy, I would move on. I'm that type of person. And I live my life by the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, I love what I'm doing. 20% of the time, I do whatever I need to do to get back to the 80%. That being said, am I happy? Are you happy all the time, like every day, every second? Fuck no, man. We're human. Our emotions go up and down, but that's what makes those times awesome. You know, it's quality over quantity. And these pictures, again, they were all of family and friends being somewhere else. None of them was with a car or some trophies. Some of them were with like a painting or an artwork that they designed. which is amazing because that's what sets your soul on fire. Because you created something like that. And I'm not saying that you didn't create something that you could buy your car and that's a accomplishment you did. I'm not taking away from that, but it's just cool to see friends and family, right? Family is amazing. I have a son. I have a beautiful wife. I work hard to keep all that. I love it. So look around what you got, right? And then some of the comments in that post, a gentleman wrote, on your deathbed, you don't ask for the trophies to be brought so you could look at them one more time. You don't ask for your car to be brought over so you could hold hands with it while you pass on, right? So I just thought that wrapped it up pretty cool. And what's important to you? Like, and what's that one quote? I love it. Is and I'm drawing a blank. God damn it. I like it where it's like in 20 years your job's not going to care that you were gone every evening or whatever. I get that. And of course we have responsibilities. Yes, we have to provide for our families. Sure, I get that. So when you're done with your job, do you come home and watch Netflix and sit on your phone while your kid or your significant other is doing something else and you're completely ignoring them and you're not with them, quote unquote, with them? I'm generalizing. I'm making a general statement because I do that too. My wife calls me out on that shit. She's like, yo, you're not with me right now. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, cool. And I don't take it personally. She wants to spend time with me. I want to spend time with her. So look at what you do. I mean, again, the responsibilities, Trish trying to think here. This one's going to be really short because I want it to be super impactful. What is important to you, friends, family, when your DNA is broken down, your car doesn't matter, your house doesn't matter. Is it pets? That's cool because that's a living creature and they can reciprocate, right? But I would love to hear from you. You want to put in the notes what makes you happy? I would love to have some civil discourse. And through this post that I'm talking about, referring to, I did have a lot of cool conversation. I did have a lot of civil discourse. I am up to talk about everything and anything as long as it's civil discourse. If you're going to get on here and beat me to death with whatever you're talking about and screaming and hollering, that's not civil discourse. We're not in the 4th grade, man. Even my son at 3 years old has civil discourse with me because that's what we talk about here. You can get things done through civil discourse. But I'm getting off the topic of what makes you happy. No, having a good civil discourse makes me happy. But when it comes down to it, I love spending time with my family. I do what I can to provide for them. And on my deathbed, hopefully I'm not on a deathbed. Either I go in my sleep or a ball of flames so fast that I don't have nothing to do with it. So that's the way I want to go. But before I leave you, I did come across a quote from Heath Ledger. I like that dude. I always had a good time watching his movies. And what he quoted, I don't have the notes in front of me again, so I'll butcher it a little bit, but I did post it if you want to go check it out. And it was like when you're having small talk with somebody, they talk about your house and your car and your career like it's a grocery list. Do you have a house? Do you have a car? What about your this and that and this and that? But nobody ever asks you if you're happy. So next time you're having a little small talk with somebody at family dinner or at a softball game while you're watching your friends or family play softball or however you go bowling at night, whatever you do, card games, all that good stuff. I've been doing that for a little bit now, and the reaction is interesting. People look at you like you're weird. They'd be like, hey man, how's your car and how's your house? What are you doing in your house? And I go, hey man, I have a question for you. Are you happy? And they're like, and some people are just, they love fucking drama. Are you happy? Oh no, I'd be happy on a beach. Not happy here. I'd be happy if I could hit a home run. I'd be happy if I could get a hand, whatever you're at. And it's just like, dude, you live in a perpetual state of unhappy. I can't do nothing for you. But anyway, try it next time. So when you're talking to somebody, strangers, in a networking group, at a softball game, wherever you're at, as small talk starts, ask them if you're happy. Hey, you happy, dude? Try that out. I would love to hear your response on that. So, all right, man, I'm going to get you out here because I know you got shit to do, and I like to keep these really short and sweet. But as you move along your day, don't forget the people that help move this project along, and product again that I use on the regular. We got Composure, we got Live Rishi, and we got High Speed Daddy. Links are in the show notes, and of course my website. I'd love for you to check that out. All right, man. Whatever you're doing, keep kicking ass. Until next.